What's up, peoples? Check, check, let me check, let me check, let me check the sound. Sound, sound, 1, 2, 3. See if I can zoom in here. So what's going on? What is up, y'all? I'm doing alright. I hope y'all doing okay out there in the new variant. So what I am doing here is I drew Vader on this covered hopper. I then went over with some paint markers, some actual paint. I had grays, and I used my blue paint marker. I went around him and added a few little effects. Let's see if I can get that closer. So I like the way it turned out. Right before I got on live here, I hit it with an airbrush and added some called road grime or road dust to look like it's actually been over the road. So I think what I'm gonna do is put a little grimy something under here and then get a brush and just pull down and make it look like dirt and stuff has streaked down. I probably won't do it over Vader because I want him to be seen, but yeah, I'll do some of that on each side, and then I'll probably do something on top here, just a little bit there. So yeah, that's about it for that. Work is pretty busy. I am not complaining. It's just a lot that little shaky here. I'm gonna lower this other camera down some. All right. Let me know how that sounds, because this camera is actually my microphone. So um, let me know how if that sounds a little better. I turned the music down, and I think I turned up the other volume. So I think I'm going to start with this color here is called Starship Baby Sludge. I'm going to pull in a little bit. And so on the right side here, I have my palette where I put my colors in. And I have a toothpick here because I don't want to use the brush that's in here to put that on there. It will be too much. So I use the tip of a toothpick, and then I just dab it on there. So let me get this over here. Get this set up. Better. Cool. So before I started this session, I sent out an email. I was saying, let's just chat a little bit since I'm just doing this here. Has anyone seen the new What If? I think they're up to 3 now. And man, that was so good. Just really, really good. And I don't want to spoil it if someone hadn't seen it. And so I'm just putting little dots here with this toothpick. And just random. There's no real rhyme or reason where they go. So I'm going to move this over here, tip it just a bit. And I'm going to grab a little wider brush, dip it in some thinner, my paper towel here, and then I'm going to just pull and try and keep it as steady and straight as possible. And just create streaks. And so once I do enough of those, then I'll add some powders and all that other good stuff. It'll look just like a train that's been out there in the elements, and that's the goal. I try and do with all my stuff, especially on my layout. I feel like nothing should be nice and shiny, like it just came straight out of the box. Everything should have some type of weathering to it. So, and then I'll do it again here. I've already got some. The brush is a little damp, so I think it's enough on there. I'll just get up under there and then just pull down. unless I'm doing like some really rust buckety type thing, less is always more. Less is better. And I can start here. So I don't always have to start up in that area. I can start like down a little bit because, you know, it's just random. You want it to be as random as possible. But I'll always start up here. And what's cool about the oils is if I mess up or I don't like the way the streak is looking, there is a little leeway for me to make some correction. Or if I totally mess up, I can just dip the brush in some thinner and erase the whole thing, and it'll go away. So what else going on with y'all out there in this hopefully soon to be hopefully COVID free at some point? What I did notice is that it's getting darker quick again. Um, Fall is my kind of time of the year. I think I want it a little heavy over here, so I'll just add a little more than normal. Brush and do some pulling. See how that's wiggly like that? I don't want it to be wiggly. I'm going to pull in a little more. Hey, Michelle. And then I can just fade this out because I don't like how that ended. So I'll just fade that out a little more. Again, my brush is still kind of damp. I can go backwards just a little bit. And then just feather that out at the bottom. So now I have, let me see, some streaking happening. I think I want some over here. And I'll probably do some right here, just so it's not, he's solely by himself. And it's clean over here. I need that to be dirty too. Yeah, somebody else was saying they could barely hear me. I'm not sure what is going on here. sure I talk into the microphone. I think that might be an issue. Let me pull these here real quick. I'm gonna wet this brush a little more just so in case somebody decides to dry out. Cool. Well, thank you. So when I'm talking closer to the microphone, is that better? Or maybe because I have my head down and I'm trying to talk at the same time? I'm thinking that is what the issue is that my head is facing down or pointing down, and it's being muffled. Hopefully, that's what that is. And so where I did this under here, I got a little rim up here. I think I'm going to add some of that streak up there, just a little bit, not a lot. And just random little spots. When you lean into read the comments, you got louder. Huh, let me see something. Check. Huh, that's weird. I see it going up too when I lean into but. Check. Checkity check. Maybe I'll just slide over a little bit, maybe, and see if that will work. I wonder if, let me see something. I got that one muted. Hello. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. I guess I'll just lean in closer. When I need to say something. Like I'm looking at comments. Because the overhead camera is my microphone. According to this app. But it seems like when I get away from it, it gets louder. I don't know. Weird.
Super weird.
Super weird.
Oh, and also I'm
Oh,
gonna
and
need
also I'm gonna need
to find some different
to
music.
find
If
some
y'all
different
got some
music. If
different
y'all got
music that I
some
could
different
play
music
during
that I
this,
could play
that's
during this, that's
I guess royalty
I guess
free where I don't
royalty
get in
free, where
trouble.
I don't get in
Please
trouble.
send me some
Please
links or
send me some
something,
links
cause
or something, cause
I'm getting sick of hearing
I'm
this
getting
one,
sick of hearing this one,
this playlist.
this playlist.
So I'm gonna add a few
So I'm
more
gonna add a few more
streaks up here.
streaks up here.
And then I think I'll add some rust.
Add some rust.
Almost
Almost
the same
the same
method,
method,
but
but
I'll let the
I'll let
thinner
the thinner
work that out for
work
me
that
more
out
than
for me more than
me actually
me
pulling some
actually
stuff.
pulling some stuff.
So I have
So I
another
have another
color, and it's literally
color, and it's
rust.
literally rust.
And I shake that up a
And I'll
little
shake
bit.
that up a little bit.
Get some over here. And with this one, yeah, I don't know if I like that one. I'm gonna use a brush
instead. Okay, cool. Let me know. Is it still echoing? I've turned on both the microphones, and now I just turned the other one off, so it might not echo now. Um, I was just trying to troubleshoot. So with this one, I put some of that oil over there, and I'm gonna use a brush to do this one. So I'm gonna do the stairs, the little ladder. And maybe some of these little joints up here. So, what I'm doing, or what I'm attempting, is to act like it's been sitting out, like I said, on the road and moving around and stuff. So, after looking up some references and looking at where things rust, you know, metal usually just rusts wherever it wants to, honestly. But I typically do the joints. The joints where the ladder is, where things actually, metal touches another piece of metal. I'll do some down here. And what's cool about using this oil and then letting it thin out on its own, it just does whatever it wants to do, right? And that's typically what rust does. So I put a little on my brush, and then I'll just dab around the area. and let that rust kind of do its own thing there. No real rhyme or reason to it. It's just rust being rust. And honestly, wherever that thinner takes it, I just let it take it there. And with that being said, there's now starting to be, let's see if I can get a close up here. There's starting to be some rust buildup on here. And sometimes I could use that to my advantage or go back in here and clean it off. Um, and so, with most, I guess, box cars, hoppers, and all these different type of things, they're typically sitting upright, and rust and water is what causes rust. And so water will pool up in these little sections and kind of hang out there, and that's usually where a lot more rust buildup happens. And so I just try and mimic that as well. Um, so I'll probably just tip each of those up top with a little dab of rust oil. Some I may do a lot stronger than others. Like here, I'll do a little more there, a little dab, little dab, little dab, little dab. Then I'll clean that off. And whatever thinner is in that brush, I just let it do what it do. I'm gonna tip it up some, so because I want it to kind of pool down here a little bit too. So have y'all seen that new What If? Like I said, I don't want to say anything and spoil anything if no one hasn't seen it yet. But it is really, really good. And then I'll do this ladder here. Yeah, it's really cool. I like the obviously the animation for me is a plus. I definitely like the pacing of them. They're really short, quick, um, in and out stories. When I'm typically doing these, I do this one side, and then I typically do it. I finish it. So I'll start this one side. I'll do all the oil parts and all that stuff. It'll take a minute to dry in some areas, and then I'll hit it with powders, and then I'll flip it over and do the other side. Um, I just feel like I'm already in some zone of this side of the boxcar, and so I'll just stay here until it's done. And that way I don't have to remember if I didn't do something or something needs to be done and all that stuff. So um, now I'm not too concerned about where the actual grain comes out of here. So I'll use the tip of the brush to just dab little parts of dirt and grime down here. And then I'll take my trusty brush. And in here, let me see. I'm allowing the thinner to just find its way in all these little detail parts down here. Like I said, I'm not really too concerned on, um, I guess, making it look pretty. Just more of there's dirt inside of these crevices. Yeah, I know. Didn't they get most of the actors to do some of that stuff? Like the original guys from the movies? And then I can take a couple of these brushes, powder brushes. So I got brushes for everything. I got brushes for powders, I got brushes for oils, and I got brushes for acrylic. Just a bunch of brushes. Brush, 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 brush. So this one is kind of stiff, and that's what I want. So I'm going to pull out a little bit here. Because I already got some dark stuff happening here, I think I'm going to move in this area. So I got some powders already on my palette over here. I'm going to do just the same thing I did with the oils, is just pull this down and see what I get. And powders go a long way, so I don't need a lot of powder on here. You can see there's a very from dark to light streak happening already, and I don't want too much more of that. So I can just come down here and do another one. Kind of show the ribbing a little bit. Go in here. Add just a little more powder to it. And then I can do here pretty heavy. Maybe I could do some over his face, just a little bit. And so what I am attempting to do here is show that one, the artwork isn't new, right? Vader's been out there on the road with those people, so and the same with everything. So I do the graffiti first, then I airbrush it so the dirt can go over top of him, and then so on and so forth, right? Yeah, I covered his nose. I probably shouldn't have done that, but it is what it is. So heck, so it ain't nobody but me and you. It's been almost an hour, so I guess we can probably call it a night. But I am trying to get ready for this for the next series coming out, which will be torsos, and still just kind of figuring out each session, really, like what I want to start with, how to end each session, and all that. So I appreciate y'all for hanging out, and that's how I weather boxcars. Um, I have a lot of people always asking me to do that stuff, but I'd want this to kind of stay um, fun, if you will. I wouldn't want this to become like a job or anything, or you know, where it takes away. Someone will always be like, "Oh, can you do this or do that?" Like, you just get what I give you, if that's the case. But for right now, this is not. This is just Wayman time. So yeah, with that said, I will see y'all next week. I think, as I'm looking at my calendar, tomorrow is Dang, September 1st. So I think I'm going to start that series on the 14th. And we'll just jump into it. After that, I think I'll do the head. Um, and I think within each of those series, I'll kind of brush up on what I've done the last time too, just to keep that fresh. But yeah, that's it. Again, appreciate y'all for hanging out. Um, I will see y'all next week, and I'll probably do some drawing just to start prepping, getting into that torso mode, and then the next one will be off to the races. So peace out, y'all, and have a great rest of the week. Bye.